my best friend,
Beth Anne.
What's up? So we've decided to start this YouTube channel to help you, like Winking Lizard helped us navigate beer and find out specifically what we liked. So each session, every other week or so, there'll be a new video up with a new stop, several beers for you to try, several beers that we're going to be trying, things that I know that I haven't tried.
Things I know I haven't tried.
And we're gonna help you the best that we can. So just to let you guys know a little bit about ourselves. My name is Leah. I have a degree in broadcast journalism, so yay, I'm putting my degree to work. I didn't start drinking beer. I've never had a Natty Light.
Oh, baby. That's good.
Yeah, it is. I think the most disgusting beer I've ever had along those lines was Keystone Light when I went cabrewing, because, well, they're awesome, and if you don't know what cabrewing is...
Cabrewing's awesome, not Keystone Light.
What? But you have to take cans. You can't take glass.
There's, Back in Black, 21st Amendment comes in cans. So does Jackie O's.
Oh, nice. Okay, so, enough about cabrewing plans. I started on things like White Zinfandel, like everybody does when they start with wine, and Smirnoff Ice and Mike's Hard Lemonade. I know. I was also a very good girl. I didn't start drinking until I was 21. Yay! I'm like Boozy McBoozerson over here. But, no, so, and then beer just wasn't in my palate. I did hard liquor, and that was good for me. And then I really kind of stepped down. I went hard liquor to wine to beer.
I wouldn't say it's a step down.
Well,
well, maybe in alcohol content.
There you go. And then I actually started the World of Beer tour from Winking Lizard, our local Winking Lizard in Columbus, Ohio. It's a regional restaurant, but if you have one in your area, we suggest doing it. It's awesome. You get cool prizes for every, mile marker you hit, 50, 100, and 150. Last year, with only 5 months to go in the year, I hit 150. Thanks.
With the help of me.
Yeah, I would not have been able to do it without her.
Boozy McBoozerson.
Right there. Yeah. But it really taught me that I love stouts. I am a stout girl. Like, I used to say, I don't want to chew my beer. No, I totally want to eat my beer. Like, the thicker, the darker, the better. Oh my gosh, it is the best thing ever. And I didn't realize it until you, that one time, were like, man, you and your stouts. And I was like, what? And I was like, oh wait.
I do love those stouts.
I do love those stouts. That's kind of awesome. So, but I came up with the idea to do this YouTube channel for you guys, because I know I had questions that we would always ask our, bartender and say, hey, what about this? And they had a really great wealth of knowledge. Sometimes we had to look things up, but oh well. So hopefully we can help you with that.
My epicness into beer started a little bit earlier, but once I got to college, I knew Natalie wasn't for me once I had it a few times because it was water.
Yeah.
So when I was going to college, I did Miller Lite. That was our drink of choice. And I continued with that. And
wait, no High Life? No champagne of beers?
Oh, no. That's too expensive for a college kid.
That's true. There you go.
So I continued on to that until I was out of college and I was 21. And I hooked up with some friends for a Thursday night dinner. And they are a bit older, so their palates were just very mature. Good dark red wines from California and good craft beers. So I came over one night and they were like, what do you drink? And I was like, I'm fine with Miller Lite and everything. I'm like, it's okay. I don't need to have anything expensive. And I got the stink eye from our hostess. She was like, no, honey, no. Here's Dortmunder from Great Lakes. And so I tasted it and I was like, what? Beer can have flavor?
I know, right?
And from there, I was gone. And they also got me hooked on good red wine, so I cannot drink anything sweet or anything like that unless it's a dessert, like
Moscato, 2 big thumbs down.
Yeah.
And I know there are people watching that are like, oh, I love No.
Blushes? No thanks.
Rosés are okay, but blushes are different.
No. Sweet whites? Nope. Give me dry reds. Pinot Noirs.
Cab.
Cabs, Merlots,
Yeah.
Shiraz. Those are excellent. And then beers. I have started really, in these past few years, loving beer. I love going to places that have a lot of taps. If anybody knows me or sees me on Facebook, I frequent a nice bar that has 100 taps called the Pint Room. And I try something different almost all the time. So I like all good craft beers, and I'm willing to try everything. Favorites are IPAs. But really, I'm more of a seasonal person. If it is fall, I want to drink pumpkin ales and I want to drink Oktoberfest. If it is winter, I want to drink stouts and spicy Christmas ales. Summer, I want IPAs. I kind of want IPAs about 90% of the time. But summer and spring are mostly IPAs.
Yeah, there you go.
So, seasonal beers for me.
Awesome. So, we're just going to get right down into it. Waking Lizard has a great menu. That shows, ta-da! Now down on the bottom you'll see, if you are a member of their tour, you will have an exclusive chance to get the monthly bottles, and there's 5. Now, because this winter is so horrible, and I know what it's like to transport alcohol and such, our local Lincoln Lizard was only able to get 4 out of the 5 because the 5th one never came in. Because, yeah, it's just too cold. It could not be transported. So that's okay because we have different things that we can, spice up for you guys. Also, they have a glass of the month, which features a beer, and then you get a glass for a little bit extra. And to start off January, which I was so excited about because I, on January 2nd, went to our local restaurant and said, I'd like to sign up for the tour, and had my first, beer of the year, which was awesome. And it happened to be Kentucky Bourbon Double Barrel. And if you don't know what that is, it is where they mix Kentucky Bourbon Ale with Kentucky Bourbon Stout together. So good. If I could have gotten it in a bottle, I would have to show you guys, but it's one of those draft things that they just really mix, and they give you this cute little glass. It's a little barrel, and it says the double barrel on there, and there's the Kentucky Bourbon Ale logo. You've got ale on one side, stout on the other. Now this month was really different because you had the choice of getting the ale, the stout, or both. And since I have had both, separately, I decided to get them together. It was fantastic.
Oh, I wish I could have gotten them.
Yeah, it was fantastic. The double barrel, it was lighter than a stout, but you've got the ale, which is a copper color to begin with. So, it's a perfect right down the middle. The head was creamy. It dissipated, not quickly, but you weren't continually having to drink the head, which I hate to do.
It gives you good aroma of everything.
Oh my gosh,
I love having a good head.
Anyway, I could smell the bourbon from, sitting on my table and just loved it. It wasn't necessarily about the alcohol content, which there's a trend going on to see how much alcohol can you pack into a beer and have it still be a beer. This was just overall really
flavor if you do that. It loses a lot.
Yeah, it really can. It was not so carbonated, and it was a thick beer. Had a really well finish to it, but it was very strong due to the bourbon in it. So when you mix those two, it was overall really awesome.
And delicious. I love it when you can mix a liquor into the beer.
Yeah. So if you have a restaurant or a watering hole that you attend frequently, and they've got either on tap, ask them to put it together and try it for yourself. But you had
very
it.
Good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what did you think of the ale?
I loved it. You can definitely taste the bourbon. It's been soaked in oak barrels, and you can taste that from it. And it was delightful. I love a good bourbon beer.
Yeah. The stout, definitely thicker. You have those hints of chocolate and coffee in it.
Coffee.
And the bourbon adds the sweetness to it to really counteract the roasted flavor. So it's just, they're all 3 of them overall really great. I really suggest it. But moving on, so that was the glass of the month, and like I said, you got the cute little glass. Because we only could get 4 out of the 5.
We're going to start with Anchorstein's beer. This is a beer from San Francisco. And this brewery's been around since 1896. One of the oldest breweries in America.
Yeah. So looking at it, I mean, it's a pretty good pour. Definitely the smaller, the thinner the glass will give you a better head for it. Yeah.
So this is a California Common, and it just sounds like a hipster beer.
Yeah, it really does. It smells like cat pee, which hipsters kind of smell like.
Does it taste like PBR to you?
No.
Oh, it's actually got a good taste to it.
It's slightly hoppy. I mean, I would say it's an upscale Pilsner-esque beer. It's a California Common, so you're gonna definitely have this really light color to it. And the head just kind of disappears. It's not what I'm looking for at this time of year. It really isn't.
No, this would be a good summer beer. It's got a nice blend of pale and caramel malts.
Yeah. See, surprisingly, I taste a little bit of hoppiness and citrus. I do. I taste like some grapefruit in it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this is a no-go for me.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna keep drinking. Next on the list, is the Old Stock Ale. Okay.
Old Stock.
How are you gonna pour?
I can pour.
Okay.
I used to be a bartender.
What's up?
You can't pour much head when you're not pouring much into a glass.
That's true. So
I get as much head as I could.
it's a really nice amber color. It's a really nice amber color.
Ooh, that's got a good smell to it.
Yeah. It smells like M&M's.
I can get the hint of chocolate.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, that's really good.
So it's really sweet.
It's sweet, but
sweet for a beer. It's not sweet like a barley wine is sweet.
No.
But you can really taste that chocolate flavor, and there's a fruitiness to it.
Oh,
this is really good.
yeah, it is. Still get the nuts and toffee flavor from it.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
2 thumbs up for this one.
Oh yeah, this is what I want.
It's a light. It's really good for this time of year.
It's not hoppy at all, which
no.
I love.
Yeah, not hoppy at all. I am not a hops person, really. But it's light, even for this flavor though, or this time of year. It's got such a lot of flavor to it.
It does. It does.
And what is this? It's what? 11.9%.
11.9%. What were you just saying about
alcohol?
Lemon.
Yeah,
We did not lose the taste.
No, definite recommend here. And of course, throughout everything, we're gonna have links to the websites for both Winking Lizard and all of the beers that we try in their breweries.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to point out first that your glass, sometimes the Winking Lizard will do a
mini tour,
like a little mini tour, right? And you have to drink so many of one beer or X amount of type of beers to get a prize. And this one was sponsored by Duvet, which is a very good Belgian.
True Belgian.
Yes, true Belgian. And you had 2 types of glasses that you could get. And there was this one, and there was this other, like, crazier one.
I love this one.
This one is the greatest one. So that's what this one is for. So you've got a great Duvet cover.
All right, next on Bell's Kalamazoo. Now, I personally love Bell's as a brewery. It has one of my favorite beers, Hop Slam,
Yep.
which is already gone. Like, you cannot find it anywhere in Columbus.
That's insane.
Happiest beer ever. So delicious.
Buzz also does Two Hearted.
Bell's does do Two Hearted. That is their signature one.
Okay.
That's their double IPA.
Gotcha. Now this is a stout. I haven't had a stout by them. It's really dark in color. I mean, that's pretty much black.
That is a stout.
That's a really creamy head. So.
Oh, coffee.
Oh, coffee. It smells so good.
I'm not a coffee drinker. I really don't like anything that tastes like coffee, especially beer.
Oh, it was really good. I don't drink coffee either, but I do love the smell of it. Apparently this is a no for Beth.
Not my cup of tea.
Yes, this is amazing. I could drink this all day. But some notes about, what are you doing?
What? Nothing. Just continue drinking your coffee beer.
Oh, really? Okay. Anyway, it seems like she saved some of the last beer to drink. They're a nice little sweet beer. Cheaper. So anyway, really great creamy head, real thick. Does take like tastes like coffee. It's got a nutty roasted flavor to it. It's a little bit on the sweeter side. You're definitely gonna get that roasted aftertaste with this beer. Yeah. If I could drink stout coffee beers as my morning breakfast, I would.
I would not.
I would. It was great.
I would drink everything else.
Last on the list of the 5 seasonals was Blithering Idiot by
Weyerbacher! It's close to my last name, so I like it.
The clown on the front isn't really helping its case for me because they're not really great.
So this is a barley wine. This is gonna be alcoholic.
Okay.
That was a long pause.
Yeah, that was
11.1%. Yes.
like someone did a research. This is really sweet. This is like candy.
Not much aroma, but damn does it hit you.
Woo.
You can taste those dates and figs.
Are you reading?
I can read.
Says the math teacher.
Professor.
That's right, you are a professor. Okay.
That is a dessert beer. That is
That's
something
what I was gonna say.
I need this like after dinner.
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna have dessert.
True. Whew, this is alcoholic.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm good with this. This is a dessert beer.
Yeah.
It's a barley wine. Barley wines tend to be sweeter. So that's a dessert. Definitely safe for, drinking. I would use that in place of dessert.
In place of dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. Because you can't have dessert and that
No,
beer.
because I'm the type of person where if you've got like a really sweet dessert, you drink espresso black, nothing else. Well, I know you don't like coffee, but you know what I'm
I'll
saying.
substitute like IPA.
You can't really sweeten an IPA.
I know. Why would I? Wait, is espresso sweet?
No.
Then why would
But
you
you use the sugar from the dessert matched with the espresso. Like, that's
Sure.
how you sweeten
I'll still
it.
use
That's
an
like
IPA.
4 out of the 5. I really wish we could have done the 5th one. Which one was the 5th one? We do cheat sometime.
Great Divide Yeti?
The Great Divide Yeti. Have you had anything?
I have had Great Divide Yeti. That is on tap at my bar,
Awesome.
and it's delicious. I do love Great Divide. They do some great stuff. So last on our list of beers for you today is one of Winky Lizard's beers for 2. So they count it as 2 on your tour, and we're just going to count it as 1 for you guys. So that is Mean Times Cranberry Stout.
I'm excited for this.
You are going to be loving this.
Really? The twofers are really, as you can see, they're in a wine bottle. So they really are 2 for 1.
Give that a lot, head.
Wow, that's a really thick head.
That's what she said.
Well, I'm the straight man in this comedy duo, that's for sure. So this, when you put it up to the light, there is you can really see red in this. I mean, up close it looks really black, but then when it hits that light, there is a really nice red sheen
It's a
to
nice
it.
little red tint. Oh god, it smells like coffee.
It doesn't smell like anything to
It
me.
smells like coffee. I thought this was supposed to be a cranberry stout.
It is a cranberry stout.
Oh, that is nothing like coffee. Wow.
No.
Talk about aroma not matching the flavor, but a surprisingly good thing.
Yeah. For those who really like dark beer, and want to get people into a darker beer, this is actually a really great one because it tastes like it's cranberry.
Cranberry.
Yeah.
Raspberry.
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 I don't know, some hybrid, some GMO apparently. It's more of like a fruit beer, not as sweet as a lambic.
Not sweet at all, because the cranberry's very tart. Oh, yeah, it's delicious.
Wow, this is awesome.
Oh, that's really so good. That's I can't wait to finish my bottle.
Yeah, this is really great. Though it looks really dark, it is a very light tasting finish.
It's a light stout, not heavy at all.
No, it doesn't cover your mouth like they normally do. It is a very light kind of carbonation, as a stout normally is.
The tart aftertaste is just forever.
Yeah.
Forever. I'm gonna have this forever. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's like almost eating a cranberry.
It is.
If the cranberries were like soaked in stout.
Do you think that's how they made it?
We can dream. We can always dream.
So, we finished all of our beers for you today at the stop, but we want to answer some questions. So, what is our question for this week?
Patrick brings us a really great question. He doesn't drink a lot of beer, and it's kind of why we made this channel. Is for those who don't really drink a lot of beer, or don't know much about it. So, what is a great beer, or how does one start drinking beers when they're not used to it?
Ciders. Getting into ciders is always a good way. Some people don't like that beer flavor of the malts or the grains or the hops, right. And ciders kind of eliminate all that, but still it's a type of beer. And you can have a wide range of ciders. You can have very fruity ciders, very sweet ciders, very dry ciders, very tart ciders. One of my roommate's favorite thing to do is to mix a fruit cider with a chocolate stout. And right now, it's like the most delicious thing ever. Oh. And she does not drink any beer. Wow. Nothing beer-like. I try to give her a little taste of everything. But nope, she sticks with ciders, and that is her favorite cider at the moment.
Nice. So for those who are used to ciders and really like ciders, really just kind of starting with color. I always look at it with color. The lighter, starts, the better. And just kind of look at, where you are. And alcohol content can really be a selling point if somebody really likes the taste of alcohol. I mean, there's those who really just love martinis and everything. So you can start off with a barley wine or, for instance, the Old Stout. Both sweet wines, very light on the palate. So color, look at color for lightness. If you don't know much about that, but definitely a lighter wine, something more effervescent, to take it from that next stop from a cider to a beer. Now, this is also assuming that you want to hit the end goal of being a stout porter, person like myself.
Or a super strong IPA, Imperial IPA like me.
There you go. But really, lighter, you just want to step up to it. Lighter, so definitely things with great bouquets and palettes. Fruit is, I think we can both agree, is the best way to start out.
Are a good thing going from ciders to fruit beers. Stuff like a blueberry beer, a raspberry beer. And then going Lambics, also very good. Belgians, true Belgians, from Belgium. Yeah, those are also very good beers because they're very sweet and very true to their taste. But then get into true lagers. Don't do American lagers like Miller Lite, Bud Light. Try something like Great Lakes Dortmunder. That's a true good golden lager. Right.
Yeah. So look at color. And look at bouquets of flowers. That's how you go. Thanks. Thank you so much for the question, Pat.
Remember, alcohol is for everyone who's over 21, and be responsible when you're drinking. Don't drink and drive. Always get a friend or get a cab to take you home. Or just drink at home like we're doing now.
Remember, this channel is for legal drinking adults only. And if you feel that you have a problem with drugs and or alcohol, we've provided links and telephone numbers for you to get help. Thank you for stopping with us on this leg of the World of Beer tour. We hope that you will stop again soon. Pause. Anytime we talk about it, I'm gonna get. I know. You know this. This is going in the recording while people go, subscribe. Subscribe. No, I'm not.